Alright, what's up guys? Hope the lighting's okay. I don't have my actual ring light on. So yeah, just get that out the way. But today is going to be a slight unboxing of this and some Coronas and am I overbuilding? So I'll start opening this up and get started with the conversation. Am I overbuilding? Short answer is, in my eyes, no. And I do have my reasons for saying that, so we'll get into that. So I did use some more expensive parts on my build, and yes, it is a stock LS build. Yes, and a GSR. But one thing I did want to do is get the experience with building. So that's one of the reasons why, you know, like the ARP studs, I personally had to like kind of press mine in. I've heard you can just pretty much tighten down and it'll work, but I didn't want to I didn't want to, you know, egg the bearings or the rod. So I just pressed them in first, and then I got them on the rod, and then left it at that. And that's what a machine shop would do also. They wouldn't do it the opposite way. But so I spent a little bit more on ARP rod bolts rather than just reusing them, and that's just so peace of mind, you know what I mean? Like that's a lot of what I did, is just for peace of mind. You know, even if you do have a stock LS, you might rev it a little bit more than you should. Even if you don't mean to, sometimes, you know, just the way you're shifting, you rev it a little bit more than you should. So those are the bolts. I also got ACL bearings, which are great, and that kind of speaks for itself. Just, you know, so I can have that, you know, added if I go to 8K on accident, which I really wouldn't do on a LS, stock LS, or try not to do. But if I do go to 8K, I know I got ACL bearings that can pretty much take that. So that's another reason why I did that. I did go with probably the main thing that people wouldn't understand with my build is the ARP head studs. So like, again, stock LS block, ARP head studs. And it's, why are you getting ARP head studs on a stock LS block? Well, this is the main reason. They're reusable. You know, if I put everything together and, you know, start the car up and put the head gasket on wrong, or blow a head gasket, or do something wrong, when I take the head off, I don't have to buy new head studs. And even you know, those head studs will be with this block as long as it goes, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much with the ARP head studs, you know what I mean? They're just reusable, so you're going to get your money's worth out of them. You know, OE head studs are not too much cheaper. So, you know, if I gotta pay $20 for a better part, quality part that I can reuse, I'm definitely gonna use it. And that kind of goes for also, you know, with the my thermal intake gaskets. You know, I don't need that personally because I won't be racing. Now, I'm gonna say I won't be racing this motor, this engine, but you know, the pain in the ass that it is to take off a intake manifold gasket that's kind of like stuck on there, it's just not the hassle. You know, I'd rather pay $20 for a thermal gasket than $5 or $8 for a paper gasket, and I can reuse it now. Same thing with my throttle body gasket, thermal, and I can reuse it over and over again on this LS setup, which I don't plan on getting rid of. So also, let's check this out for a second. What we have here is another piece of the build. And I didn't pay up for this actually, because I had one in mind that I want on kind of far, but I did pay a little more than what I should have. So I wanted quality, and I also wanted you know how they say you can only get 2 out of 3. Kind of wanted quality, and I wanted a low price. And this looks nice, like really nice. Damn. So here we go, we got a half rad. But I wanted to get something with the shroud and the fan, which I did. This thing looks nice, man. Like, this thing looks nice. The welds are pretty clean. Pretty clean. Take a look at that, man. Like,
sorry, baby.
You fine. That's nice. So, you know, I could have got a radiator for 60 bucks, but I would still have to buy the fan, which would be like 20 to 30 bucks, whatever. But this was 104. So with that, you get the shroud, you get the fan, you get the radiator, all in one setup. You don't have to piece everything together. And I also wasn't sure on how to mount the fans directly to the radiator. So this is just an alternative to that with the shroud. So you know the shroud is mounted to the radiator and the fan is mounted to the shroud, which is awesome. Like, this is clean. Like, yeah, this is clean. So we'll get that out of the way. But this was from DNA Motoring. So a little bit, some of the fans look a little bent, but it's alright. Don't take my beer. You bet.
Love you.
Love you too. So, alright, it's definitely the next day, guys. Just throwing this in real quick. Got this in today. And I haven't posted the video yet, so might as well just go and throw this in. How you looking crazy, boy? And here's what we got today. Give you a clue. Give you a little clue right here. I don't know if the lighting's as good today, but whatever. Write what you think it is in the comments now. 10 seconds. Got 2 of them. Alright. Here we go. If you guessed this, you were right. Got a catch can, battery catch can, Wacker Integra. Looks nice. Got it, it's like a flat black. I might wrinkle it, I don't know, but 410 amp bungs. The only problem I think I will have with this one is emptying it out. As you can see, there's no drain. I could definitely drill a hole and put a drain on there. Have my welder do that for me. Same guy that did my bones for my bottle cover. So that is an option. Maybe put it on the other side, maybe right here on the back side where you can't see it, where I could just cap it off, because I don't have a fuse box, so maybe I'll do that. But yeah, that's that. And I got this from eBay, but this actually came from like an actual guy. So I don't even know if he has like a racing page, but it's brand new in the box. So yeah, I'm gonna say this for well, my breather chamber. I'm not gonna say necessarily crankcase pressure, because I will have a little bit, but while I'm stock, it won't be a lot. So, all right, guys, that's that on this one. Yeah. So back to the overbuilding. So yeah, I don't think I'm overbuilding, and I also do want to turbo this setup. The main reason behind the LS, you know, if you guys don't know, is I wanted to do a build and see if it runs, see if it starts up pretty much before I do my GSR. So I pretty much tore this all the way down to a bare block and rebuilt everything. So if this runs fine, you know, for a couple months, 2 or 3 months, or even, you know, break-in period, I'm going to be turboing it. Like, not going to go anything above maybe, 7 PSI. But I'm gonna turbo it, and I'm gonna turbo it just to, go through that process. So the plan with the GSR is like, yeah, some horsepower. Shooting for probably 500 to 600. I might say 500. Let's say that. Let's set that goal. 500 horsepower. But I do want, when I build my GSR, I want my engine capable of 8. Just in case I want to turn it up or turn it into a true street car. So I just want to be able to get the basics down. And that's what I'm doing with my LS. If it doesn't start, whatever, you know what I mean? It's whatever. It's a LS. I did put money into it, but, I got a lot of learning experience out of it. But I'm sure it'll start. So, back to the topic. Am I overbuilding? No. I don't think I am, because if I do turbo it, then I had a reassurance that, my parts will hold up with the turbo, and I don't have to change anything out. I don't have to do anything special. I can just turbo my stock LS with, with beef. So that's the whole thing with that, is just reassurance, and in the long run, I might put some boost behind it and test it a little bit. So I didn't go anything wrong. I didn't go wrong in any way, in my opinion. Others might think that, but I feel as I haven't. Now, one thing I do regret not doing is piston and rods. I really, really, really wish I did piston and rods, and I was like almost considering tearing everything apart and putting a set in, because I did see that they're like, I could do it for like $300-400, and I just thought it was more pricey than that when I was building it. So I do regret not doing that, but at the same time, that's something that I could do over the weekend. So I'm not too mad at myself, but I would be doing it with the engine in the car most likely. But there will be some changes with me here in a month or so. I will be getting a house, so hopefully I get a garage that I can pull the car in or even build engines in. And if I get that, then like everything will be so much easier, you know what I mean? Because I won't be dependent on the weather. I won't be dependent on the time. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I feel like working on the car, I can do it. So there's definitely going to be some changes coming soon. That's really all I have to say about that. Thank you for watching the video. If you got this far, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.